Right, welcome everybody. It is it 7:30?
Yeah, exactly. Hi.
7:30. And we'd like to welcome, obviously, the super uber talented Monika Maslowska, who I have known for a long time. And it's an absolute pleasure to have her with us as an ambassador for Goldeneye and a brilliantly talented artist. So
much. That's really kind, and it's really nice to hear from you. Thank you.
So we'll just give it 1 minute for people to jump on, and we only have 30 minutes.
There will be more people than us too, but we will see.
There's a few people on. Don't you worry.
Okay. Okay, I just don't want to touch anything because, yeah.
You'll be absolutely fine. I've got the sun for it. Everyone's complaining about the weather, but I've got the sun shining on me, but nobody's interested in me, so that's absolutely great. Are you going to mute everybody, Jasper, for now? All done. Right, okay. So 30 minutes we have started. So Monika, you have had an incredible journey so far, and you are still on this journey. So tell us a little bit about it, because you've got so much experience. I'm sure everybody wants to hear about it.
So my name is Monika Maslowska, and originally I'm from Poland. I moved to UK in my early 20s. Yeah, so around 15 years ago. To be honest, I just stopped counting. So I moved to West Yorkshire, UK. And at the beginning, it was like the reason why I moved was just because I would like to try something different, like to get a bit of independence. I was in that type of age I really needed. So I came here with fork, yes, knife, pack of pasta, which I took from my parents' house, couple of quids, and yeah, bachelor degree from public health, where I study cosmetology. So I thought it will be easy to get a job in a beauty salon, but it wasn't so easy. So there was no social media at that time. So I put a CV together, and I was going to each beauty salon in my area. So just passing my CV, saying I'm looking for a job. But the only thing I got was a side eye or rolling the eyes. Honestly, no one never called me back. People, the owners did not even ask me to come for a job interview, even if I knew that they short of staff and they hiring. So I was pretty upset about this, I'm not gonna lie. It was a bit traumatizing as well. But I was trying to finish my university in Poland just to do a master's degree, which I was doing part-time. Every 2 weeks I was it was mad. I was taking a flight every 2-3 weeks to Poland to finish the master's degree. Meantime, I enrolled to college here in the UK to get like any course available. So I've been on a baking, Indian head massage, photography, makeup, fashion, English, health and safety, everything, to be honest, just to squeeze my time in the UK as much as possible. But then I was feeling like I've got that knowledge, I've got experience. I shouldn't work as a machine operator on a night shift in a factory, which I did that time to pay my bills. And I thought I need to change it. If I can't get a job in a beauty salon, I'm going to open my own, which I did. And it was hard as well. It was super hard because, yeah, no social media means no support groups on Facebook where you can ask silly questions. So I did not have a clue what council license is. I didn't even know what the council is that time. I didn't know what self-employed means. I did not have a clue what revenue is, nothing like this. So it was super hard, super hard. But I focus on a Polish community. I was standing out with the leaflets in front of Polish shop. So this is how I start to build my client base. And I just grow in time. Beauty salon was changed to a beauty clinic because I was doing well at that time. So I was doing beauty treatments. But one day I decided I'm gonna try and permanent makeup. And this is just mainly because of you.
I remember I used to come and do the permanent makeup in your salon or your clinic. And it was lovely.
I was completely time waster. I know you did not have a lot of bookings at my salon. Just be honest. But it was amazing time for me because you were so kind. You were treating me like a friend. You did my brows and the lash enhancement for free, which was a big deal for me that time. So always like well dressed, etc. It was like the life I was thinking that might be good for me. So this is how I met you in 2012 when you were mobile permanent makeup artist. Do you remember Dennis, this guy who?
I do remember.
You remember him? Yeah. He was a beauty supplier, and he told me, "Oh, I've got one lady who's doing teeth whitening, and the other lady who's mobile with the permanent makeup. Would you like their contact numbers?" And I said, "Yes, why not?" And this is how we met. That was crazy.
You used to make me a cup of tea every half an hour.
Yes. Yeah. Which was strange for me at the beginning because in Poland we do not drink tea with milk. We drink tea with lemon, honestly. So when you were asking, can I have a bit of milk? I thought, like, Jesus Christ, I don't know how much milk I need to pour in a tea. But it was. So, but now I drink a milky tea as well. So it's changed a lot.
But that shows real dedication, absolute dedication to come and find your way and fulfill your dream, which is absolutely incredible. I have to say, absolutely incredible. So you're in micropigmentation, and I can remember you saying, "I want to be your first ever student" when we got the Goldeneye contract, and you were.
I was, but I remember that I was a pain in the. I promise not to swear, because I was pregnant that time with my daughter Lilia. So I was pregnant that time, and I knew that soon you're going to become a trainer. And I keep messaging you constantly saying, how long I need to wait? I need to do it before the labor. I'm like pregnant this and this week, etc. So I was a first student, and I've been waiting for you half a year. I believe it was half a year for you to set up all the company and all the, and it wasn't so easy. Even if we were friends, you gave me a book which was this thick.
In
Do
English.
you remember?
In English, yeah. And it was training was a month's course.
Yeah, and lots of notes, a thick book from Mario techniques, etc.
Yeah.
I had a test at the beginning, which half of the test I did not even have a clue what the question means.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy. It wasn't like now that you've got a platform, you can, when you've got time, you go in back and you check in. It wasn't so easy. So I remember I spent with you a few days. Then you gave me Goldie, the mannequin head, latex, and you said, when you're gonna complete 300 brows, eyeliners, and lips, you can come back to see your life models, which I did.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah. It was hard.
It was hard, but look at you now. So it was hard, but it's not an easy job, is it? As you know, it's not an easy job. So tell us about your favorite treatment that you do.
So my favorite treatments. So years ago, I would say brows. browns, browns. In the middle of the night, I would say browns. Now it's lips. Eyeliner, not. I'm not a fan of eyeliner, but is still in my top 3. But it's just because with the browns, the healed result, it really depends from aftercare, a good aftercare. So, you know, so, and skin type, and a skin type. So a lot of clients got oily skin, which means a lot of sebum comes out, which means that the glands are crazy. It's not necessarily good healed result when you're working on a skin with a large pores, for example. With lips, it's a different story because, to be honest, we can say that we've got 2 types of lips. One is with filler and the other one is without the filler. So if you know how to work with lips which are with hyaluronic acid, which got filler in, and you know how to, what needles you need to use, what technique is the best, for this type of lips, and you know how to deal with lips without the filler, you always got a really good result. And this is something that I was always afraid of because lips, I mean, because in the past I had like clients, the first thing that the clients want to do is browns because they change in your face, they can lift your face, taking years from your face, etc. Then they are thinking about the lips. A lot of people think that lips are painful to do, which is not really true, because if you're using a good technique and a good legal anesthetic, it's okay. But yeah, I was always struggling with drawing, with the pre-drawing of the lips. But in the last 2 years, I changed my drawing techniques, and now I know that I've got a good drawing. So I've got a good pigment range. So results are always satisfying. And eyeliner, it really depends, because sometimes you've got like a skin which is unbelievable and it's just one pass, it's in, the second pass, it's done, you know. But sometimes you've got very thin skin, a lot of capillaries, and I've got on the back of my head that migration phobia, which never happened to me, touch the wood or something, you know.
Yes.
But it really depends from the client. So some of the clients, they are blinkers, like they blink constantly. I'm not good as well. I'm not a good client for the eyeliner, but this is something you can't stop really. But it's not good for the person who's doing a permanent makeup. And with eyeliners, I do not really feel that a long flick is something I want to do. Just because I'm doing a permanent makeup from 10 years now, I believe. Yeah, is it? It
Yes.
is. Nine and a half, something like this. So all these gorgeous flicks, eyeliners, they just dropped in time.
Yeah.
Because I was aged eyeliner as well. So now when I've got a client for eyeliner, I always try to explain that a long flick is not something necessary we want to have for the rest of our life. So, but if you're asking for my favorite, is lips now. But I do believe that I'm cheating on browns. So, yeah.
Well, I think you're known for your brows, with the fact that you did your enhanced brow webinar, and which I have to say is not was, because it's still relevant, very relevant.
You can still buy it.
And you can still buy it, and it's and so tell us a little bit about this enhanced brow. What are you trying to achieve with your enhanced brow? Because it looks stronger just after it's done than it does when it's healed.
So with the enhanced brand, so I put this together in 2020, but for a year, it was on my pen drive in a drawer. Honestly, I wasn't sure it's something I want to, show to the other students. It's like you always, when you're going to put something together and you're watching it, then you're thinking like, I could improve this and that, etc. But anyway, you and Jasper gave me that kick. You helped me to put it, load it on a platform where people can buy it. We were recording some voice instructions to it together as well. And you just give me that kick to release the webinar. I believe that it could still be in that drawer, on that pen drive. But the enhanced browns technique is 3-in-1. So it's powder browns, ombre browns, and a pixel browns. So 3 techniques in one set of browns. So it's really good for artists who struggle, or they're thinking like, oh, I'm going to step back. I want to improve myself. I just want to try something new, or get rid of the bad habits which I develop in time. So enhanced browns is a technique where you're not afraid to use a dark colors, because it's just layering. So very superficial layering, and you're using dark colors. So you're not ended up with a harsh line, etc. It's like a misty browns, but you need the dark colors to create this, because it's dark pigments, but they're giving a light healed result. So it doesn't make sense. But
because you are so light, and you don't say it's 2 passes or 3 passes. It's literally dusting the top of the skin and looking at it, and then doing it again and looking at it and doing it again and looking at it until you feel that color build up.
And it's just building up, layering, with no time pressure, etc. Just try to be gentle, superficial. So it's only for the artists which they're going to try to be light-handed, because if you're heavy-handed and you're going to take a dark pigment straight away, not necessarily a good thing. So that's the enhanced brown in a shortcut.
Yes, and it is absolutely brilliant. And what I loved about your webinars was you covered the parameters, your machine speed, your hand speed, which was your direction, your projection, the whole shebang, which was absolutely fantastic.
Which are the basics, really, because without this, you can't achieve a good result, isn't it? But when you're doing a permanent makeup for a long time, you keep forgetting how stretch, for example, is important. You keep forgetting sometimes the things. It's just like a routine sometimes for you, and you develop in bad habits in time. So it's really nice just to refresh your head.
Yes, and teaching does that. When you're training, you're not only just telling your student how to do it, you're reinforcing to yourself as well how to do it. And it's a reminder, which I think is fantastic. So when did you first hear about Goldeneye?
From you. So we met 2012. As we said, you were mobile at that time. And I knew that if I want to be qualified in permanent makeup, I want you to be my teacher, just because of your skills, of your knowledge, and your heart as well. So I was really impressed, and I thought, I'm going to wait. I had phone calls and emails that time from the different companies, which was normal because I was running a clinic in Bradford. But I said, no, sorry, I'm waiting for Debbie Clifford to become a Goldeneye trainer.
So, that's it. We needed to get all the courses accredited, didn't we, to be able to do it? And so, it just took a little bit.
Yeah.
So, your favourite Goldeneye products?
Which I've got here. So, and new universal needles, especially my favorite one, I'm not sure you're going to see, but it's a 3 micro.
Yeah.
That's the best needle ever. I'm addicted to it and I can't live without it. So really good for lips with filler, with overfilled, big,
Yes.
ducky lips.
Yes.
So yeah, it's really good. It's I'm obsessed, to be honest, with the 3 micro. So yeah, my favorite needle. Of course, pigments. Yeah. So, but the product which you need to have in your kit, it's a push. Yeah, my favorite one. It's a push. Without the push, it's not so super easy to work for me, for example, because I do apply a lot of anesthetic for my legal anesthetic for my clients.
Mm.
And with the anesthetic, the skin just getting thicker.
Yes. Oh,
If
yes.
it's thicker, needle can bounce on the skin.
Yes.
So with push, it's giving them moist, calming the skin down, and it's much easier to work with push when you're using anesthetic.
I see photos on Instagram where lips are so swollen, and I want to say, push on them, and they won't look like that, please.
Yeah, you need to send them a sample of push then.
I do.
Yeah,
I do. So, what do you feel works best in advertising your work and getting clients and things like that?
So nowadays, social media, but
Yeah.
it doesn't work for me at all. For me is word of mouth and referrals. But to be honest, with the social media, it's a massive tool. If you know how to use it, you can get a lot of clients from Instagram, for example. But I really don't like it. It's just like something that I really struggle with. I used to have 2 companies who was running my Instagram account, and I ended up with Photoshop photos and some silly quotes underneath, which I was changing constantly. So I thought it's not necessary for me. And I see, like, my clients, when my clients booking, they're always saying, "Oh, I've got one lady who did her brows. I really like it. I ask for your phone number," and this is it. And it's really hard with the permanent makeup industry because, for example, when you doing a beauty treatment like nails, you need like 50 clients, let's say, 50 clients a month, 40, 50 clients a month, and you know that they're gonna come back.
Yes.
For refills, etc., and to do a new set. So you need that small client base. If you hairdresser, let's say if someone's coming every 3 months, you need like around 200 clients, and you're done for years. With permanent makeup, you need thousands of clients.
Yes.
In your client base. So that's not something really easy. But with good feedbacks, referral, one client's comment, she's taking a friend, then her mom, aunt, etc. It's just like you can build the client base. But if you know how to use Instagram, just do it because it's much easier. I heard that the paid advertise, etc. This is something what works. Not really for me. I need to try a bit harder, I believe. But for me, it's like referrals mostly.
Yeah, I have to say, I've seen your photos, not photos that have been photoshopped by Instagram, but photos on your camera, on your phone. And although, I mean, your work is beautiful, but you do have a particular good eye for photographs, I have to say.
Don't forget, I enrolled to college to do a photography course in 2008.
It does pay off because you can make your work, it looks beautiful, and sometimes I can be really proud of something and take a photo and it looks awful, but you can really showcase your work, which is lovely. You don't need photoshopping anything, so it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. So what do you think you have struggled with most over the years, and how have you overcome this? Because we all struggle.
Yeah, we all struggle, and I'm really a creative person. I've
Yes.
got a lot of ideas in my head. I know that the innovations which I've got in my mind might be very helpful in permanent makeup industry.
Ooh.
But the thing is that I'm trying to be perfect, and being that perfect person is just making me not finishing the projects which I'm doing research, I'm thinking very serious about. So yeah, so being a kind of a perfect person, which I'm not, which obviously I'm not, but I always try harder, and at the end of the day, I'm just like, no, I'm not going to do it. But
yeah,
I
perfection
really,
can be an asset, but it can also be a curse because,
yes,
yeah,
exactly. And the thing is, I know that I work really good under the time pressure. If I've got a deadline, I'm going to do it. Without the deadlines, without the team, for example, because I love to work in a team where I'm a leader. I know how it sounds, but it's not just like giving a task for people. It's just like I don't want to let people down. I know that I've got a meeting, I've got appointments booked, I know I need to be ready. So I've got all the plans, all the projects ready. Without the sleep, lack of sleep, doesn't matter. I know that people are waiting for me to finish the project. So the time pressure, it's really good for me. Without the time pressure, I'm just like, yeah.
so definitely.
Tomorrow.
And then, right, just the same, we've only got a couple of minutes left. So we've got 2 minutes left. Very quickly, I've got 2 questions left for you. What would your advice be to artists who are struggling with their confidence?
Okay, so I know that everyone gonna say, "Oh, do not compare your work on Instagram, etc." It's not something I'm gonna say. It's like try to have a social life, try to spend the time with your family. If you can, and if you want, have kids, dogs, cats, pigs. If you're a believer, pray. It's just because all these things gonna make you happy. You're not going to be depressed. If you're depressed, you don't want to go to work. If you don't want to go to work, yeah. So the thing is that there are 2 types of attitudes. One, if you're happy at your private life, and for example, you've got a photo of the browns you did last week, you're checking the photo and thinking, it's something I can improve in the future. Why not to roll into a masterclass, for example? I can improve it. I just need a guide, etc. And the other attitude for person who are depressed, not happy, etc., is like, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to quit. That's not for me.
Yeah.
And this is something like you need to change something in your private life to be more happy, to have that joy in your heart. And this going to give you a better attitude, and you're not going to be, so
Balance.
with your it will change a lot. And of course Instagram doesn't help. It's just be real, it's fake. So it's like, but try to get a bit easy on on yourself. So and change the attitude, try to improve yourself rather than thinking like, oh no, I'm not good at it. If you feel that you need to improve your work, just book masterclass.
Totally. Get yourself a squirrel fund to book a masterclass. Before Jasper cuts us off, one last question. So you have entered so many competitions over the years. What would you say is your biggest achievement to date?
Okay, so it's
not a competition, sorry. Yeah.
Okay, so the thing is that I'm happy that I won awards, etc. But it means that I met expectations of the judges. That's, to be honest, my work was nice, I get the awards. But when I went to Madrid to Goldeneye Congress, I met the different students, the other students there, and they were coming to me. I was a student, I wasn't a speaker. They were coming to me saying, "Oh, you Monika, can I get a photo with you? Would you like a drink? Can you help me with my browns? Can you give me some tips?" You know, that was amazing because it was feedback from the people. They were saying that they love my job, that they love my work. Sorry, and it was amazing, and feedback from the other students from Brazil, Italy, Spain, from UK. So it was amazing. That was the best feeling ever.
Yeah, you have done brilliantly so far in your career. You are so talented. You can see the dedication, affection, and that drive. And the 30 minutes is up. We're going to say goodbye. And thank you, Monika.
Thank you so much.
Very much.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.